Stop looking out. Start looking in. Be your own best friend. Beautiful words of wisdom, timeless wisdom from a Van Halen song, or some would say a Van Hagar song, as this was the Sammy Hagar era of Van Halen. Great song called Mine, All Mine. And this piece of wisdom that's beautifully expressed in that lyrical passage, this is a big part of the practice of the fourth way, Gurdjieff's fourth way. The practice of living life and at the same time not believing in life. And a big part of that practice is understanding that movements and the weight and waves of the masses that come from the outside, that bombard human perception, are ultimately not as powerful as one awakened individual. And usually movements are all started with one potent individual living in conviction, the power of one. And this work, again, calls one to reflect and refine one's self and honestly look at one's soul and look at what one believes and what one has taken on as their belief. And anything that's artificial, anything that's simply come from the outside, that's been taken on as truth because that individual was living in fear, was seeking external validation, living in that reactive reptilian brain. What the fourth way calls is for an individual to see these things and let go of them, and to be open once again so that pure spirit, pure life force can move through you and express itself through you and go beyond the illusion of personality, go beyond this deception of ego. And usually it is those who live with this level of power and potency that actually have the resources to generate real, genuine movement. Sometimes these movements occur not in that individual's lifetime. And the individual is not living for the sake of generating a movement. They simply have a truth that wants to live through them, that they're allowing to express. And this truth, much of the time, initially, is met with ridicule, harsh criticism, and in extreme situations, sacrifice of that brave soul. But ultimately, the humans that are thirsting for something authentic, thirsting for something true, that part of them can sense the power of such a courageous individual who, once again, has that willingness to be what Spirit calls them to be and show up in this matrix of chicanery and illusion as their true self. So maybe that powerful, potent, authentic individual, maybe that is what is coming through you. I'm going to end this transmission, and I wish you strength, I wish you clarity, and I wish you empowerment on the path of genuine awakening that you may be on. And I'll see you on the other side. I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33.